660 gallons each, times 3. So we flattened that out there and put these 3 tanks on here like so. And we connected them to the main line. And here you can see the kind of the technical work that we had to put in with the PVC. Just a regular pressure valve there, and then we connected it to the check valve. We put in that check valve so the water could go directly to the tanks. And then right here, we connected it to the faucet where the kids would get the water, and I'll show a picture of that in a second. But there's going to be more people talking about it. What can I add to that? I should have more pictures of the PVC system, but I'll keep going. Here's the trench to go to the faucet, and yeah. So this is los patógenos. That translates to pathogens. That's what they call the kids. And the kids call each other that as well. They call each other patógenos. And most of us are gonna say it's probably one of the things that hit us the most were the kids. How awesome they were. This is Freddie. That's Haiti, and that's his little brother. I can't remember his name. That's his little sister. What's his name? Humberto? Humberto. And then here's some more kids playing on the soccer field. They were everywhere. And I have a specific story. Thank you. I have a story about Haiti. She's a 12-year-old girl, and they would always be hanging out when we were working, and they would just play. And one day we were taking a break, and I was kind of looking out towards the village, and I was kind of thinking about my family. I was kind of missing them. And she comes up to me, and she's like, "Oh, well, you look really sad." And I'm like, "No, not at all." And she's like, "No, yeah, I can see it in your eyes. You look sad." I'm like, "Oh, yeah, a little bit. I kind of miss my family." And she's like, "Oh, like, so how big is your family? How many brothers do you have?" I'm like, "I only have one brother." She's like, "Really? Only one brother? Like, I have like 13 or something." So I'm like, "Yeah, one brother. Just had a kid." And she's like, "Oh, what's your nephew's name?" And Danny. And he's like, "Oh, that's cool." And then she's like, "Well, people in America must be very happy." And I looked at her, and then I saw her brothers playing in the background too, and they were having such a blast with like a ball, and having so much fun with just a ball. And I told her, I'm like, "You know what? That's I don't know if that's totally true. I think you guys are some of the happiest kids I've ever seen, and that in the United States we might have some money, but I don't think it buys happiness." So that was really hit me a lot. And then Freddie, I had another story with him. I think it was like the second day, and the whole time he was just asking me to play, and he was asking all of us to play soccer with him. And he had this little plastic ball that was like, I don't know, he had it the whole time, and so we played on this little trail, and basically the village is like a big hill, and so the ball of course falls off the trail and goes all the way to the bottom of the slope pretty much. And I'm like, "Dang, well that ball's pretty much lost. I'm not gonna go and help." And he's like, "Come on, let's go get it." And I said, I don't know the village very well. I'm not sure if I want to venture into there by myself." And he's like, "Let's go get it. Come on, we can go get it. Keep playing." And I said, "All right, I'll go a little bit." So I went with him, and we couldn't find it. And I'm like, "Man, Freddie, I think we lost it. Like, how about this? Tomorrow I'll come back with a new ball, and we'll play again, and I'll buy it for you in Antigua." And he's like, "Why?" He's like, "Why are you gonna buy a new ball if that ball that I have is still there? You can find it. Like, all we have to do is find it. Like, I don't have to buy a new one." I'm like, "All right, kid. All right, we'll go." So we keep going in the cuts. I have no idea where I am, but he knows. He's holding my hand, taking me to where it is, and eventually at the bottom of the hill, pretty much, we find it. And he looks at me. He's like, "See, like, I told you we were gonna find the ball." And I'm like, "Wow." So it kind of showed me like they don't. I think any other kid that I've met, that said, "Hey, I'll give you a new ball instead," he would be like, "Totally, let's do it. New ball, sounds good." But he's just like happy with this old ball that he had. Kind of the mentality that really stuck with me. It was really cool. The volcanoes was big. It hit me a lot too when we were kind of strolling through. We ended up seeing the volcano erupt. There's the Volcán de Agua, Volcán de Fuego, and I'm forgetting the name of the other one. Volcán Arapay?
No,
Acapaya.
Castanango. Oh yeah, there's that one too.
I
4?
Acastenango. Volcán de Acastenango. So those are the three up there in the bottom right. And we were saying like 3 miles away from that volcano eruption. I have a video of it. You don't have to hear us talk. That's not Yeah. Looks like it's in slow motion. It was really amazing. Yeah.
I think they said that plume is about 600 feet.
600 feet away. Huh? Yeah. Oh, that's nice. There we go. And then, yeah, Tikal was another big one for me. Mayan ruins. What can I talk about? We saw these animals. Darn it, what's the name of that animal? Guaramundi. We got really good pictures of those guys. They were just hanging out around us pretty much. The tour guide was able to take us in, kind of into the jungle a little bit, and we got to see them really close. Some really cool architecture and engineering that we were able to talk about with the tour guide. Got some good pictures of birds. And then the view at the highest temple, where the sun will align in the mornings with these temples here. If you're standing at the right position, you can see the sunrise in certain areas, and that's how the Mayans could tell what time of year it was and all that stuff, what season it was. Anything else I want to add to that? I think that's it. Yeah. Thank you guys.